Hi all, Jamia here. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing some How Many Dudes, and then yeah, just mostly here to say, but yeah, no, you should be going to local libraries. Actually, local libraries are good. Go to your library, get a book out. It's going to be nice. It's going to be good to have something new to read, something interesting, and it's like, do you know how nice it is to just have things for like have a book to read for free? Like, it's great actually. And the only way libraries keep existing is if people use them. And it's such a good resource. Like, it's so cool that libraries exist. You should be going to the library and using it and making sure it's known that that's a thing that's useful. Right? Libraries stop existing if people stop using them. And if libraries stop existing, you lose access to so much. Like, you can't have. You're almost certainly not going to be in a position where you can have an entire library's worth of a collection for yourself, right? Realistically, that is not a thing you're going to ever have the opportunity for. Which means if you want a really wide selection of books to read, the best option, right, is to just go to the library and pick something up. It's going to be cool. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. We can do it. Go to the library, read books, enjoy yourself, enjoy having such a wide selection and not having to pay, right? Like, make sure that libraries stick around. Use them so they stick around. It's really, I mean, I can't say for certain for other countries, but like, or other places, but it was all of a 2 minute conversation. It was all of like 5 minutes to get the to get a library card together, and like, yeah, I didn't even need one to go in and read a book, sit down and read for an hour. Right? Found a, looked through the shelves, found a book that looked interesting, and then just sat and read for a while, and it was great actually. So yeah, no, reading, because yeah, no, it cost me nothing but some time, and I've got a book to read now, and it's been interesting so far. And I haven't had to put any money into it at all whatsoever, and I don't have to worry about long-term storage space. It's great, like, it's a problem that solves itself. Right? I read the book and I take it back, and that's that. Problem solved. And yeah, like, that's, yeah. Just don't see why you wouldn't take the opportunity, right? If there is a library in walking distance, freaking, or even easy, like, yeah, especially if the library's in walking distance, just go to the library, right? Get a book out, read, right? Reading is good. It's fun. It's interesting. It's an excellent way to like actually help with, because yeah, realistically, right? Reading is one of the better entertainment options, right? Like, sure, there's definite entertainment available in other ways, right? But in terms of not messing with your attention span and not giving up a load of data to some company or any number of other things, right? You're not going to find many better options than reading. So, like, take the opportunity that's available, right? And yeah, libraries are a good way of doing that because you don't have to worry about paying for them or anything like that. It just is, right? You don't have to give up a huge amount of information or anything, right? You just need to, right? It's free. You don't have to give up a huge amount of information. You just can exist in a space and with books and quiet, like, that's still public, right? Sure, it's not necessarily a true third space or anything like that, but it's still very useful, right, as a space. And the only way they continue to exist as spaces and continue to be pleasant places to exist or exist at all, right, is by going to them and making use of them. And like, it's really easy actually, and you don't even have to check a book out or anything. If you don't want to, you can just go to the library and just pick up Like, they had manga there, right? If you don't want something long and committed to read, they've probably got comics or manga or something like that that's a relatively quick, easy read, right? So you can just get that short read in, right? And you can just exist in a public space. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about socializing. You don't have to worry about paying for anything. You just and you can just sit and enjoy some nice entertainment, right? That's like actually engaging all the bits of your brain that you want to be engaged, that you want to engage and be doing something creative with, right? Like, it doesn't really matter what the book is, right? Because, like, sure, some video games do engage parts of your brain or whatever, but, like, it's far more true of books, right? It's far more true of reading that you will get good returns out of it in terms of your ability to not just learn, but also, importantly, actually just use your brain in useful ways. I don't know how else to put it, because that's kind of what it comes down to, is that, yeah, reading does actually engage the bits, right? And importantly, it does a relatively long-term engagement of your brain, right? It's very useful because it engages the bits. It's longer term, more thought through, more um. It's not the instant gratification that a lot of other entertainment options provide, right? It's not, here's a dopamine hit, here's a dopamine hit, here's a dopamine hit, right? It's, hey, you're going to take the time, and with that time, you'll somewhere along the way hopefully get a dopamine hit, but that's not the guarantee there, right? It's, or at least not in the same way, right? Whilst, like, sitting down and watching TikToks or YouTube Shorts or scrolling social media or whatever is going to very quickly give you those dopamine hits. Well, hell, a lot of video games will as well quickly give you those dopamine hits, but they're not doing anything more than that. It's not solving anything for you, right? It's not fixing anything. It's not doing more for you than, you know, hey, I got some dopamine. And, like, yeah, sometimes you do just need dopamine, but when you have the capacity available, taking that little bit of extra time to get the better supply, or, you know, to do slightly more with it, is very valuable. And, yeah, it's also surprising, like, actually getting to the library is probably, you know, getting a book from the library is probably not that difficult. Right, I don't know where you are, obviously, so you might be living somewhere where libraries are not particularly available, but if you're somewhere where a library is reasonably available, it's an excellent way of just having something to do. It's an excellent way of just spending some time doing something and having a book available to you that you're going to want to write. There's not even any real pressure to read it if you don't want to, right? If you get halfway through and you don't finish it, well, what does it matter? You didn't pay for it, right? All you've done, sure, you spent some time reading and you didn't like the book in the end, okay, or you didn't finish it, and because you didn't enjoy it all the way through. Well, okay, what have you lost? Some time to reading. Oh no, how terrible. Right? Like, that's all you lose. So, what does it matter? Like, it doesn't, is the thing. It really doesn't. So, you may as well at least try it, right? You're not necessarily going to, you know, get all the most out of it, but you'll get something out of it, and it'll be good, right? It's good to achieve. It's good to do things, and the way to do, right? It's good to read. It's good to have fun, and it's good to, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling to find the words for this because we've not been reading enough. Just why we made it to the library, in hopes of hopefully fixing that at least a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. Go out there, get a library. Go out there, go to your local library, enjoy yourself with some good high quality reading. Like that will be it. Will be good. It will be good, even if 9 out of 10 times you don't particularly enjoy the book, right? I mean, okay, if you're getting 9 out of 10, you probably need to look at how you're selecting books to read. But like, you know, a lot of the time, reading a book is going to be a positive experience, and you'll at least learn something about the human condition, right? Even if you don't find it to be the most engaging of books, right? Simply having gone out and seen what is out there and what entertainment people make and share, right? What of that exists will get you something. Maybe not exactly what you were originally looking for, but it will get you something. And like, that's a good thing. And yeah, you get somewhere by, you learn and grow and benefit by doing these things, and like, just, yeah, it's going to cost you very little, other than, like, everything costs you time, and like, it's, at least you know what you're spending your time on, in a way that you're more likely to lose track of if you just sit and scroll social media or watch YouTube videos or whatever. Unfortunately, right, those are very good at eating time in a way that you don't even realise. So, yeah, do the thing, I guess. Like, I can't promise it will be a great experience, but I will say that it's an experience that is likely to benefit you. And you can never go back, right? Just go to the library once. If you don't like it there for whatever reason, if they don't have books you want to read, if getting a library card is too invasive a process, if it's just bad vibes, right? If it's just too much of a trek, then okay, don't go back. But like, make the attempt. Why not? Right? Worst case scenario, you just walk out the door again, and you've lost nothing, like, other than some time, and you're gonna lose time regardless of what you choose to do with the day. So you may as well do something that has reasonable odds of doing something positive for yourself, and importantly for the wider community as well, because having libraries available is incredibly important for the wider community, because it's it can be one of the only ways people have access to books, right? And like, you want people to have access to books, or, right, computers and internet, right? Not everyone has those things readily available, and libraries often provide those for users for people free of charge. And like, you want that. And like, you're probably already paying whatever your local tax is. You may as well make use of that. Right? Use the good things it's paying for, like the library. Why not? Anyway, yeah, I think that's everything. I'll catch you all later. This system signing out. Hope to catch you all next week. Please do remember to like, subscribe, comment, especially if you've got any questions you want answered. Be happy to answer them either in the comments or in another video. So catch you all next week.